Okay, so this is my review on the Banana Prosthetics STP3. It currently retails for $94.99 in US dollars. This is the T2 color. So, and you can see it does pick up quite a bit of hair. I did clean this and then I wrapped it up in like a clean towel, and then it has just kind of collected hair. I do have 2 cats though, so that could contribute to the situation. Um, it's frequently on like in their defect section, like for a discount, so that's definitely a good thing to check out with Banana Prosthetics. And as you can see, I am quite pale. And I believe this color is good for me, especially because it's a single pour and it just has one color. So yeah. And then something else I wanted to kind of show was, and I didn't ask for anything softer, so this is just like whatever comes to you, right? This is just what they have available. So it is pretty wiggly, which I appreciate. Like, it is, doing the thing. And it does go down and create a manageable bulge. I just wanted to quickly turn my light on, show you the color in 2 lightings. So the first one was without the light on, but it is daylight outside. But I'm not getting direct sun. And then this is with my light on, how the color looks. So hopefully that gives you a better idea. I just wanted to point out that I have used a couple different Stantipes. I've used the Freetom Rogue. I have used the Freely from Trans Guy Supply. I have used the Thinker from Oxalum. And I have also used the Tommy from Hardline. So that's a couple different options that I've used. And surprisingly, this one drains the fastest. It packs the best. And, I was pretty surprised by that because it is quite small. I mean, I can show you a AAA battery with it. And, it's pretty small. And actually, if you want to see like how thick it is, so I would even say a AA battery would fit in there. But yeah, it's really small. A little bit longer than that. But yeah, like it's, like the width is a battery length. And then the height's a little bit more. But yeah, I was worried because it's so small that, it's not gonna work for me. And I've used bigger Stantipes that, have the hole, have, the no spill lip, have a longer shaft and a bigger cup. And they didn't really work as well for me. So I was very surprised when this one was like my favorite Centipede that I ever used. I think it has to do with just the shape of the cup. You can see it comes to a point. So I think that made a big difference. I think the way that it also is angled makes a difference. There is a no spill lip, and the size of the hole makes a difference. I think this little tip perhaps could have helped. I think something else that makes it really comfortable to pack with is that it is small, but it also folds down easily, as you can see. And it's also easy to pack, I believe, because it is a little bit thinner here. So it's easier to fold down. And the biggest thing probably is how light it is. This is the lightest Stantipede I have ever used. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of point those things out so that, you know, even if you don't buy this Santipede, you kind of know, you know, like what worked for me, what didn't work for me. And yeah, just kind of give my perspective on like why this works for me. I will say that it's a little short to clear your fly, so to speak. But I think it's doable. I think I'm just someone who's not super comfortable doing that already. So yeah, I mean, and I've definitely had the least spillage with this one. But still recommend practicing in the shower, practicing at home, working up to peeing with pants on, working up to peeing in public is always super important with Santipedes. But yeah, I was just really, really surprised at how well this worked, especially when I saw it in the unboxing. I was like, oh no, like this is way too small. Again, it's like battery. Like you can kind of see how small it is. It's my favorite Santipede to pack with as well. And I think it just has like a really cute bulge. I don't know, it's like it's not pokey, but it's perky, if you will. It just feels really cute. And, it's in the past, I've had packers kind of somersault around, and this one kind of stays. I appreciate how it's up, but it's not down, and it's not too far up. And it's, the Freely's more like this, right? And so you have to kind of angle it down, and I didn't find that comfortable. And then the Tommy is more like this, and you have to open the urethra, which is something that hasn't worked for me, and I've tried that on 2 prosthetics for Santipede now, and it's just something that doesn't work for me because you have to hold here and also wherever you're holding, whereas this one, you're kind of just holding it in one spot, and you're able to kind of get a good stream going. Yeah, this was something that, I had my eye on for a little bit, but I had kind of given up on Santipedes, and I was like, really, what are the odds that this one's gonna work? And it did. So, people say you have to try like 3 to 4 Santipedes, and for me, I had to try 4, and this one really works. I think that is not to say that it is perfect. I think they should offer a longer size. But what I did like about this was that it is uncut. So it looks a little more realistic in terms of like just being at a urinal and only having one color. But yeah, I mean, I would not be mad if they offered this in a bigger size. Oh, and then I don't know if you could see this. I can, because it's reflecting the light, but there's like a little bit of a thinner spot right here, which is not great because if that rips, you're kind of losing this whole part. And then I could also see in the light that it's thinner here, and it's also thinner here. So those are things that it might just be on the specific one I got, but it's something to keep in mind if it is a part of their mold. And so I have been a little more careful with this one than I have with other packers. But yeah, I just feel like here's another perspective to see it, and it's a very manageable bulge, but it's cute. And I'll show that later. Yeah, just to kind of bring it up, kind of show some detailing. It does pick up hair. It is a little bit tacky. I have washed it with soap, and I don't powder. And it's nothing crazy. So just to kind of show the detailing on it, that's something that Banana Prosthetics is very good at. Just having a lot of these little details everywhere. And then here's some of the build quality. It's actually very clean and very nice looking. And I kind of do appreciate this, like, no tab situation, but I'm sure some people wouldn't like it. But it makes sense to me because typically with a Stantipede, the tab, it's like coming here and you're putting the Stantipede down. And so you do kind of have to move it. And so when you have it, let's say, adhered to you with a tab, that kind of makes it hard to move. And then the other thing is, well, I don't typically use adhesive anyway. So I just kind of like not having to worry about this extra flappiness, especially when you're doing a Stantipede and it's already finicky in a way. And then, yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much more to say. I really like it. And I'm going to just show it in some underwear and some pants so you can kind of see what I mean. But also, I wanted to do a quick void test. So I hope that people can kind of see with this bowl here. But I'm just gonna, oh, and I'm left-handed, so this is not my best idea yet. But I'm just gonna kind of put some in. And I could do it faster. And then see, that's when it does overflow. But I would say that, like, it's a pretty good stream. And then you could kind of see that it didn't want to go down. It wanted to go more out, which is good for a toilet. Like if I'm holding it like this, for example, and it's going out that way, that's a good thing, right? So yeah, that's gonna be my review. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so this is it in my jeans. You know, it's small and it's there, but it's not like a boner, I feel, at least. So you get, you see what I'm saying? Like it does kind of stick out a little bit, but it's nothing where, you don't want to wear it in public. I think it's like a pretty nice bulge. And then here, I'll do this so you can just kind of see how it hangs. I feel like the only thing with the strap is like maybe it's a little too long, but that's because they want you to be able to use it with a Stantipede and a packer. But if you need to adjust it, make it a little higher up for a different type of packer, I just roll it. And then you could even roll it again if you really wanted. That feels too high for me, but But yeah, I really like it. It also, I've only shown it like that, but you can also hide that. I don't really pee with this. I feel like it's more of a packing pouch than something to pee with. I tend to just hold it. And then because, it has this hole, you only have to hold it here. And that's more comfortable, I feel like, than a lot of other ones I've used. It's so cute. Like, it's so cute.